Greetings! Welcome to the unboxing of the final production version of Mech Command RTS and all of the accoutrements and expansions and add-on packs. This is also the announcement of shipping, so we're picking up all the freight and loading it onto the container ships this week. Today is Tuesday, October 30th. So the first shipment should be going out this Friday, and then that's to Australia. But first I'm going to take you through the core set contents, and then I'll do a quick one through on these guys, and then we'll do a separate video for the all the expansions, AI Unleashed, the add-on pack bundles, the Armory, the extras bundle. But for now, let's focus on the core set, since that is over 50% of the game. Well, I don't know actually the percentage. So this is a sealed set, so let's get into it. This is the plasticking that they put on for the express shipment, the DHL like courier from China as part of the case. But they will be doing a much tighter seal. They were waiting to see what I said about this set and all the packing and everything. So we've had a few packing issues before they cellophaned everything. So this is the box. It turned out really nice. They put on this much glossier, a little more color saturated coating and a UV coating. Let's move this over here. Heavy. This box is really heavy duty. Turned out really nice. Okay, so we start out with the buildings on the top. We've all seen these before. Some of this content's gonna be redundant because this is the third time that we've tried to get to the shipping stage, but this time I think everything is almost perfect. There was one mistake in the packing. It's already been rectified, so they were missing some core sets in here. Here is the foam miniature packs here. And so these are going to come assembled. Let's bring this down a little bit. But then they're still able to take off. This is one of the things that we kind of waited for a little while in the spring, is that these had come sealed together, and so they weren't interchangeable with other mechs. Not bad. And look at that. They're not all going to stay like that. Some are going to require some rubber cement in there, but overall, it's a pretty good fit. Let's see how well they interchange. Yeah, then we just made a much heavier tetrapod by putting the tank top on there. Great. This nice foam. I think this is going to be a really great permanent carry case for the foam here. This one's a little looser on that. Let's switch that back. Kind of check these guys out, make sure that they're all, the other ones, they were all flawless, better than the original samples that they sent us. Great. Great. So those are your customizable core mechs. A few changes to this board. It's a little more color saturated. They put on a protective UV coating, a gloss coating. Sorry, it's kind of glossy, so. And the back side here. We did a couple touch-ups on the coloring here, just have it stand out a little bit better and be a little more apparent, like the starting spaces and stuff. It's even thicker, if such a thing could be possible. Woo, that's a thick, heavy board. This is one of the things that had some conflict with, but they've ended up just keeping everything sort of in the punch board here, these tokens, and then they sealed the whole thing up in a bag. So originally they were having issues like these were falling off, and then they were trying to put them back in, and they were losing some in the process. So this time they bagged them right away. So even though they fell out of the punch board, it's pretty deep cuts. So they kind of just fall right out, which has the advantage of not having those little like tags that can end up on cheaper tokens. But these turned out really thick, well coated, colorful. They're extremely thick tokens. I think they're about basically as thick of a token as you're going to get into a board game. When we told them we needed it thicker, they kind of went all out on that. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Yep. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but they're like double stuffed. They're pretty good. Which is good for these walls. Nice. All right, these start with these manuals. Oh man, they went extra thick on these manuals. These turned out great. They ended up using like almost a quasi, just a really, it's not quite a cardstock, but it's really thick, coated paper. These manuals just ended up being, they're like heavy. Anyway, so this is like a real key aspect to the game, I think. A lot of time was spent on this. And these campaigns, and the AI Unleashed campaign turned out really nice as well. Basically the same. So here's the campaign book and sort of instructions. Here's just a reference guide and materials and bonus materials and the glossary. Here's the campaign tracking sheet, the color backs to help with your inventory tracking and shopping. And that's part of a pad. This game kind of keeps going and going. All right, so these we never had any issues with. Those are pretty self-explanatory, these damage dishes. Designed in these little cubby holes so that you can just keep your damage in here, and then makes it easier to pack up. Just like all the three that they sent us, only one team's worth of mech boards. So they went back in and added another set of mech boards to all 1075 core sets, just since I got back from Vancouver and got this last week. So it didn't take them too long. They already had the mech boards printed up. They just, for some reason, didn't end up in there. A lot of them ended up in this bundle pack for some reason. So these turned out nice. These are all the heavies, and then the elites. So from what I understand, this has already been fixed. Them adding an extra set of these. All these nice damage cubes. Let's put these over here. These were an upgrade, actually. It was kind of expensive to move from 8mm up to 10mm. And so these were all custom made. They probably spent a little too much time on it. They were like polishing the corners. And anyway, I just really didn't like those 8mm. They were too small and finicky, and these have a lot more better grip. And then here's these really large ones that we use for different increments and for color these were really expensive. And they kind of just seem like dice now that I look at it. These are all custom made. Maybe we should have just gotten colored dice. But I'm glad we have them. They're really useful to when you want to plunk down like 10 damage at once, or they're really useful in AI Unleashed to mark possession of different items. And the color of different drones. Oh, it's really useful for the tactical warfare pack too. So you can put this on like a turret and everyone knows it's a red turret. Or a hunter seeker, or all those autonomous units. So nice little upgrade thing that we added last August. So before there was a question about some people were going to get the orange ammo cube, some people were going to get the black or just the orange. Everyone's getting both. These are used for resource cubes. Your trucks go and pick these up. They're also used for aim damage. And then these are your ammo cubes. You have two types of resources in the game. You have ammo, which is sort of finite. And then you have energy, which recharges. Wow, look at those, huh? Those are some big, giant components there. Slick, rich, colorful. 60 of those. 2-minute sand timer. Here's all the weapons and weapon arms for the gray set and tan set. So this is 40 weapon arms. Let me make sure you can see this okay. So these turned out very crisp and detailed. If you can see that all right. Maybe not. Maybe I'll move the camera down to it. Here's the 12 support units. These turned out pretty nicely detailed too. People were very impressed by these for some people. Almost like people like the mechs, but for some people, everyone was very impressed by these at Shucks a couple of weeks ago when I was up in Vancouver, showcasing the game for the first time, which went really well actually. It drew a lot of eyes, of course. We were pretty busy at the table. Did quite a few demos. Those turned out really nice. I designed these myself, actually. I couldn't quite get a good 3D model designer and added these little back parts so that they can pick up items, resource cubes, place damage in there. Cool. Here's a pretty expensive feature to the game. These adhesive metal plates and adhesive magnets. So this is what you'll put onto the bottom of each of the mech bases. And then here are the adhesive plates that we got. Let me see if I can take this. I just don't have fingernails really. This is just a protective coating on the outside. You actually don't have to pull this off if you don't want to. It'll still go through it. And then here is the sort of definite overkill component of this engraved Mech Command RTS. Miles did that. He just saw the opportunity. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. It's not going to be that much money. I'm just going to have them engrave it. So now all these metal plates are engraved. It's kind of overkill, but that's cool. Here's the card stands to hold up your walls and everything like that. The lights we've seen a lot of times before. These are still stellar. Great. Nice little foam box here. And then here's the cards. Let's cut this open. 180 weapon items, equipment items, cards basically, boosters, support units. Oh, everyone is going to end up having these printed card boxes, by the way. For a little while there was just white on some of them. And these turned out nice. Much better edging and cut precision on these final versions here. Aren't those gorgeous? And this is what you're going to be purchasing and upgrading over the course of the campaign, mix and matching, trying to find that advantage over your opponents with the right combination of items. Here's all the starting items. Anyway, they're like really upgraded cards. They didn't need to be. You don't actually shuffle these at any time, but they're nice. And that is your core set. Quite a bit of stuff, all in this nice little organizing container. Much more expensive to produce this than what we charged on Kickstarter, but that's all right. We've got it all made now, and we're just really excited to deliver this to you guys. Here, let's pack some of this up and see how nice and easy this goes back in. Put some of these guys over here. And then your mech boards go on top here. Then the rule books. Oh, you want to take a look at these guys? Here, let's take this out. So it just turned out good, crisp, and detailed, and sturdy. Just put these in here for like this for now. Then our tokens, board, mechs, buildings, sand timer. And core set. There we go. We did it. Man, that took a while, huh? But I think it all turned out really well, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy the gameplay. You better after this amount of time, right? The extras bundle pack is coming in this nice little box just to kind of make it easier, so we didn't have to, made the freight and shipping cheaper to put them all in one box. This won't come in here. This goes in the core set. And an extra building pack here, extra weapon arms, and then the behemoth. Comes in this box. This is the tan behemoth that comes in the extras pack. And these are nice, huh? Turned out good. There are so many cool behemoths in the AI Unleashed. We ended up making like all these different versions of the behemoths based off the color. So you have like the red crusher behemoth, the purple behemoth, the blue behemoth, the blue gravity behemoth. And they all have like these pretty intricate special abilities, so they make these pretty cool bosses. Some people aren't getting an extra bundle pack, or they just added an extra city pack. We incorporated the extra city pack into the bonus. I put in a little miniature sort of mini campaign that you can play after you go through the main campaign, and that one particularly utilizes and showcases how to use like the Mega Cities building pack to make like much steeper and much more intricate maps. And those all takes place sort of an interim between the course PvP mission, core set mission, and the AI mission, which are all kind of linked together. I'll get into these in a little bit. No packing issues, no quality issues on the expansions or add-on packs at all. Oh, I did add this. This is totally new. So sometime I noticed, not often, but I ran out of blue gems, energy gems, in a 4-player AI mission campaign, particularly at the end. So we actually added in extra energy gems, and we made them red for the AI, which is kind of cool. This is a nice, cool little component to complement the blue ones. So that's a little surprise freebie for you guys, so for your patience. These AI cards turned out, I really shouldn't probably go into this just yet, but these AI cards turned out really nicely. Let's see some of these. Different types of So you see some of these elite ones have special abilities, and then some of the behemoths are, you have a missile behemoth, this charging behemoth. This gravity behemoth's great. He sucks everybody in his front arc right up to him, like pulls them right through buildings, destroying the buildings and doing damage to everybody, and then does an AoE attack on them. And anyway, I think you guys are gonna like this. Once you learn the rules, that is. Well, I'll go into this in a little bit. The Armory is really dense. As you can see, we kind of pack these really tight because there is a lot of extra room in this core set for most of the pieces, particularly all of the bundle packs and most of the Armory. Really, actually, all the Armory, you can figure out a solution for that. So this is all packed in pretty tight. White and blue players, extra mechs, arms, the purple and white lights, a full set of, this is really heavy actually, this guy. Nice. And then here's a change I should tell you about. We're not going to, it's a bit of an error. So this was supposed to be just a fancy package to carry your, just to cut down on the pick and pack costs of Amazon for your add-on packs, because it's 2 separate packs and they're coming into 1 box. But it's all just intermixed now, and it's all just interlaced. So these are just combined. The 2 add-on packs are basically just 1 unit now. So I'm sorry about that. We didn't, that's not what we originally promised. It's not what we were planning, but a miscommunication and timing, this is what we ended up with. So we are just going to move on. So I do apologize about that. That's probably one of the, I mean, some people would prefer if these were 2 separate little packs. So even if they were just going to open them up, but they have been now combined. Their quality turned out really nice though. But we'll do those and set those up, because I don't think you've ever actually seen these guys play before. So, and I'll stop it there. So Australia's going out this week, and I'll do the rest of the details, cover the rest of the details in the written update. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. To all the Kickstarter backers, we're finally here. Will this get here by Christmas? At first I thought yes, but by just a couple day delay here at this point, it could kick it past Christmas, but it'll be here around Christmas. The America should have theirs before Christmas, but will we be able to go through customs and get it into Amazon, and then Amazon ship it all out during that really busy season? We will see. So it's going to be close, but at least the product quality and the pack quality is now pristine. So thanks again.